it's a pleasure to be joined by Sean Waltman, who's going to be part of the Brawl at the Bush 2 event coming up on Saturday night. And Sean, being back here in Brantford, this must bring back some memories of the WWF running some of their marathon television tapings up here in Brantford.
Yeah. Well, you can call me X-Pac, 123 Kid, Sean Waltman, whatever you want to call me. People all know. It's great to be, I love Canada.
How long has it been?
Man, honestly, Brantford, it's been probably a dozen years since I've been in Brantford, but I try to get back to Canada as much as possible. I love the people here. The women are beautiful. A lot of great wrestlers have come out of Canada, and anytime I can come back, it's always a blessing. And being here with Championship Wrestling International it's an honor and a privilege because these guys know how to do it right, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be phenomenal.
You recently just pretty much lit the independent scene on fire with your performance at the King of Trios event for Chikara. Everyone is buzzing about your performances, and it was just a must-see event, especially your match with El Generico. How was that weekend for you? I mean, it has to stand out as one of your highlights.
It is one of the highlights of my career. With everything I've done in WWE and WCW and all the things I've done around the world, maybe a lot of people might not understand why that would be such a big deal to me, but that's one of the biggest, honors and meant more to me than just about anything I've done in my career, because I shut a lot of people up. Oh, yeah. A lot of people thinking that I'm over the hill and I don't have anything left in the ring, and pretty much proved them wrong. So all you naysayers out there, I got 2 words for you: suck it!
Now, is it true that you were recently down at Florida Championship Wrestling assessing some of the guys? Because that was a report we had heard. Was that did that happen? That
was last week. I was with Triple H and Undertaker, and we were scouting talent.
And how was that? Did you see? Is that a role kind of you might be interested in as Hunter's more kind of ingrained?
It's already a role I've already assumed, and it's my duty. It's my duty to help make sure the wrestling industry. I don't care if Vince wants to take the word wrestling out of the equation. He can take it out all he wants. It's still wrestling. The people still call it wrestling, and. Where was I going with that?
Well, I was going to ask you, have you kind of signed on in a role with the WWE, or are you just kind of?
Regardless of if it's official or not, I'm part of WWE for the rest of my life. They saved my life on more than one occasion. They've been there for me when the chips were down, times were tough, and I'm part of CWI here. But that doesn't mean that I still don't have a good relationship with Vince McMahon. They're like family to me.
And my last question before we let you go, you've worked for AAA in the last couple of years. Can you just give us an update, kind of what the scene is like down there in Mexico right now, with the WWE is obviously making a gigantic leap into that part of the country, and kind of the more established offices right now are kind of feeling that.
Yeah, well, if they had their proverbial shit together down in Mexico and stopped, and paid attention to, the changes that are happening in the times, and that they might not be in such a bad, predicament down there in Mexico, because the Mexican people, they want to support their own product, but when it sucks, then you're leaving yourself wide open for WWE to come in and take over. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on down there, and until they get their crap together, it's not going to change.
And finally, just how great is it to be here with some of the other names up here? Obviously, Kevin Nash, Ted DiBiase, Tatanka. It's like a bit of a reunion up here in Brantford this weekend.
Yeah, of course, and I love each and every one of these guys. We all are a brotherhood, and it's just phenomenal to be up here and be with my friends again.
Awesome. Well, Sean, we wish you the best of luck, whether it be in Florida or wherever your travels take you. And thanks a lot for this time.
My travels right now are taking me to the bathroom because I got to piss really bad. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate that.